everyone. Hello, everyone. And we want to remember about certain things. So, you want to apply what you already know, all that stuff I told you to research, like paying attention to the other people that are saying the same things and stuff like that. Take what you already know, and apply it to, like what's been covered up, what's been talked about, and then I'll apply that to present day. Apply that to what's going on. Apply all of that stuff. Apply the fact that we are realizing that the CIA and the FBI have been used for political things at various times. To put pressure on a political stance at various times. To affect things here in the country. And this has been done by spying, using inside men in these organizations from our enemies. So knowing that, having that knowledge, wondering how this information's leaking out, wondering how all this stuff's happening. Meanwhile, there's just spies. And Obama recognized this. Obama was taking care of this. Other people don't seem to really kind of get that. And this is why so many people are trying to sound the alarms on anything like that you'd be trying to undo Obama related. Because it was very commonly known and commonly accepted Obama was liked. The things that he did were bipartisan. Everybody agreed on them. They were things that were good. Again, he worked with people. He didn't divide people. So why is it that there's this huge thing around a certain administration, meaning the current frickin' one, that wants to seem to get rid of everything this man does? Mind you, this is the same type of thinking that wants to put up a wall on the border of Texas and Mexico and convince you that it's for anything that isn't racist. And again, doesn't have any type of credible evidence to back this up, has plenty of evidence that it's for the opposite, that again, a wall doesn't serve a fucking purpose. Line of sight is an issue. A wall is just a stupid idea. Expensive. Doesn't make any sense. Even I presented a much better case scenario of having multiple fences stretched further apart, which would be so inexpensive to do. You would work with the Mexican Border Patrol to do that, to build some more fences further out on their side of things too. You could develop a mutual respect back and forth for the Border Patrol with Mexico, but no. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to start your fucking presidency calling this guy up. He's going to say he's not paying for the wall. And then you're going to tell him that over the phone, you're going to talk to that Mexican president and say, okay, that's fine, but you can't tell the press that. You just tell the press. And I called all this stuff a long time ago. Don't worry, we'll cover it all again. You massive, don't worry, we'll cover it all again so you don't miss a beat. I said those names way back. I called this. I said, no conspiracies, it's going to happen. I'm an analyst. I analyze things. Government used to pay me, people like me, top dollar. Now they try to use AI and it's shit. This is the point. I fucking called this shit so goddamn accurately. They were sitting here trying to shut me up. You don't think that's fucking CIA? You don't think that's fucking FBI? Doing illegal shit? You do realize the CIA operating on American soil is illegal, right? First of all, let's get that out of the way. The CIA operating on U.S. soil is illegal. Okay? So let's get that out of the way. The CIA operating on U.S. soil is illegal. Let's get that out of the way. The FBI, on the other hand, has a history now of all this declassified stuff coming out where they did some racist things. They had Martin Luther King assassinated. The CIA had JFK assassinated, shit, and fled the country. Oh yeah, we're having some pretty massive interference. Don't be surprised when the streaming starts, like, cutting things out and shit like that. This is why they're always fucking with my phones. They want to know what I'm talking about. They want to know what I'm talking to. Yeah, they're spying on me. Because they're this fucking stupid. Instead of spending the time doing what they should do, actually stopping real fucking spies, people within our government doing real things to harm people, I'm sounding the alarm on these motherfucking dumbasses. And they're harassing me more. Yep. And you see it. You see the evidence. And meanwhile, I sit back saying, fuck you. And they harass me some more. Who does this remind you of? I sound the alarm on police and stuff like that. And then I remind you, these organizations are literally just people that work for police. They're just police being contracted. That's how it works. They're just cops. Yeah, surprise. Bet you didn't know that. They're just contractors. That's why they don't fucking exist. Yeah, big fucking surprise. Who cares? At this point, there's so many of them that are just anti-democracy. You need to talk about this shit. That's how everybody else knows. I just watched a truck behind me pass 3 fucking cars. Big ass fucking Chevy white truck. It's behind me. It just passed 3 cars. Yeah. Big ass fucking Chevy white truck behind me passed 3 fucking cars and is now tailgating the shit out of me. Oh, that's real convenient. That's real convenient. I flicked him off because he's tailgating me and he just passed 2 fucking cars. Let's see what he does. Let's see if he becomes triggered. He's on camera. Yeah, we'll see if he becomes triggered. Yeah. Yep. We'll see if he becomes triggered. Yep. Hey, he's literally just tailgating, acting like a total fucking jackass. Just passed 2 fucking cars to tailgate me and sit here behind me. Big, giant, white Chevy truck. This is the fucking point. Swerving around all over the place. Like this piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the point. This is how people act. He is tailgating so fucking hard. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's gonna get recorded doing it too. Yeah, he's gonna get fucking recorded doing it too. Yep. So this is the guy that's tailgating. And he's just behind me. I watched him pass 2 cars going way too fast, and then he's been tailgating me ever since. swerving around all over the place. So it's a big white Chevy truck. And this is what I've been talking about. Like, and conveniently, as we're streaming here, like I'm just sitting here. Oh yeah, bye, jackass, bye. He just passed me. Now he's speeding through school zone. And this is what I'm talking about. This is how fucking stupid Americans look to the rest of the world. To averagely intelligent people. This is how dumb people look. That's how, like, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, people come here and this is how morons act. And then everybody knows that they're Trump voters. I'm literally catching up to this guy, and I'm just driving the speed limit. I'm actually going relatively slow, to be honest. And now I'm going to be, like, pretty much directly behind this guy again. And all he did was illegally pass 2 other cars, me, and now he's just in front of me, not very far. I'm literally about to catch up to him. Because, again, this jackass is so impatient, he has to risk others' lives. Trying to drive really fast, swerve around all over the place. Meanwhile, this guy is going to cause a serious accident. I wonder if this... I'm going to do an edit and make sure that it starts gaining distance on me. Like, massively. But it looks like he just turned to go on the highway. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna like follow him or anything. Like, you get what I'm saying. And now I got somebody else stuff like that. I'm going the fucking speed limit. It's 35 here, then it goes up to 40 right here. This is absurd. So anyway, this is kind of the nonsense I'm talking about with, like, you know, just how regular people can't even get over little problems in their cars and stuff like that. They escalate, and this is all they think about. It's literally all they think about, and people are using that. It's the fact that this is all they think about all the time. Like, social media, what the next person is going to say, and stuff like that. Like literally, this is all they care about. They just care about saving face, or, like, this is the point. And, you know, we still have all these people missing the point and being obnoxious just to be obnoxious. Again, that guy had no reason for passing illegally 2 other people, and then a third person, including me. Literally had no reason for doing it. Except, again, this guy's got a giant fucking Chevy white truck, and he's a young guy with a nice clean-cut look, and he's got to get to where he's going because he's super important. Yeah, he's super important. He's got to get to where he's going, and other people got to get out of his fucking way. So, you guys get what I'm saying here. I hope you get what I'm saying. And so let me remind you a little bit here. Let me remind you a little bit here. I'm gonna get some food and then we're gonna discuss something real quick. And mind you, we're not talking about a police vehicle here. This is not what we're talking about. We're talking about just like somebody's truck. Just like a dude. Can I get a number 1, please? Single. And can I get only ketchup and cheese on the sandwich? Absolutely.
Anything else?
That's everything.
Second window.
Thank you. Let me get my food first. Like basically, I'm trying to always have something set up beforehand because like this has been starting to escalate a lot more.
Hello.
Hi.
39?
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry. That large drink wasn't pretty.
Have a great night.
Thanks, you too. Okay. Just park here. I guess this is as good place as any. Hello there, Lisa. How are you? Okay. So, I'm gonna eat some food here. I'm gonna eat some food here. No filter today. I apologize. Oh well. Okay, so remember coming off that last stream, I had predicted a lot of the things that this guy was going to be doing. And again, he proceeded to do every single thing I predicted. And I even named those 3 people. I named Colbert, Kimmel, and Jon Stewart. Because again, these are the people that are intelligent and have been discrediting him for a long time. And like, they just... It's so easy, you know, and they often have that same sort of easy message that I do that's reasonable and very easy to follow. So these are the people that he's canceled. And cancel culture is a MAGA agenda orchestrated by Trump. That's all it is. So he has been brainwashing you, cancel things with an anti-woke agenda. He just calls it woke, fake news. You know, yes, he is smart with social media, but somebody taught him this. Somebody's masterminding it for him. It's not just him. You know, it's the FBI, it's the CIA probably, like not them collectively, but people on the inside influencing things. And they've probably been there a while. So, conveniently. All around this, all around, all the stuff coming to fruition, unfortunately, that I've predicted and stuff like that. Again, remember, we had all that interference with the streams being broken up and them trying to interfere with what I was saying and make streams abruptly. We remember all this stuff. Remember all this stuff. Remember, we saw plenty of evidence of doing things to cause problems for what I was saying, trying to get the word out conveniently around election time too, like really aggressively around that. After pardoning all these people, we see a huge uptick and huge increase in harassment, stalking, people feeling harassed, stalked, their families, things like that. People wonder why Biden did what he did. He just doesn't wonder. The point is, this guy's going around the law to protect these people that also do this for the sake of harming what he's trying to do to undermine democracy. And, a safe America, a safe place for people. Why do you think no, we won't go into that right now. But again, recognize conveniently all around talking about this, all these things come to fruition that I predicted, that are easily predictable, and I'm not the only one probably saying them too. I think even Colbert kind of knew this was coming. Even those guys knew. Kimmel knew. They knew. They're not unaware. They that's the point. They're trying to subliminally sound the alarm too, by hoping it doesn't happen. So they don't scare off their audience and stuff like that. Because nobody wants to think you're getting canceled. Otherwise, you do. Yeah, that's the way this works. And I saw it take hold of plenty of people. I saw it, some people got it. The moment you talk about it, that's it. Can't talk about it. So, that is dangerous. That means free speech. That means somebody's attacking your rights. That means this is an agenda. You get what I'm saying? That's all that means. This plus this equals this. All around me saying this, I start getting harassed by a lot of people in the area. It's very clear. I always had a good reputation. I was a martial arts instructor for a long time. This is the point, and then just bam. I'm getting tailgated, harassed, more than the usual, more than you would think somebody just driving down the road would experience. Like just now, as I'm saying stuff, conveniently, somebody comes flying down the road. I see them illegally pass two people. Get behind me, start swerving around all over the place, and then illegally pass me. Well, actually, I'm sorry, he didn't illegally pass me. He did illegally pass two other people, though. And again, if you're speeding, you're illegally passing. On a normal road. Obviously they can't get you for an illegal pass if it's past them, but I'm just saying, you're still, you're speeding and passing. So you had the speed to pass. So you didn't safely pass. I would say that's illegally passing. So this is the point. For too long, people just do these things. Police and stuff like that kind of act like that, don't consider it a real threat. And so the point is to show you that this type of behavior translates into politics. Unfortunately, this is how they start treating politics and real life things, because they do this in real life. They don't adult properly in real life. They don't restrict and regulate because they know that people are harmful to themselves and to other people, and all it takes is a little anxiety. You know what I'm saying? A little anxiety or something like that, where they got some problems or something like that. Bam. And everybody's got that shit. Like, this is everybody. And so, like, my point is, it's even cops, because, like, there's people too. So the point is, if you give them those tools, those regulative tools, where, you know, we start enforcing, you know, like, where you might have, like, a few police set up from here to this point, where you see a lot of that going on, where you set up a few cars at the start of it, a few cars at the end. You see a lot of it going on, and what they do is they try to position themselves where you're not necessarily going to see them, and they see you doing it, and then maybe they just, like, kind of wait there, but then all of a sudden what they do is they get further up, they get a few other cars to pull over everybody, they ask them questions, and yeah, like there's ways to do this, like, and nobody's doing it. Like, the point is, you can be like, well, did you feel like, you know, like he was driving unsafely, like, behind you, like you wouldn't have a safe time, like you needed to pull over or something? Like, you shouldn't have to feel that way as you're driving. It's an unsafe experience. If you feel like you need to pull over to let somebody go past you, why? Why can't they meet your speed? Especially if you're going the speed limit. Like, that's the limit. It's a limit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no joke here. It's a limit. Nobody treats it that way. They treat it as a base minimum. You must drive the speed. That's the problem. That is the problem. And it's a mentality. It has nothing to do with just relating it to driving fast or something like that. You do this because you know how long it takes you to get from A to B, and you're so used to it. So you really try to minimize that window, and it's like one of the only things in your life that you don't scrutinize the way you should, so it affects other things for you mentally. You think it's okay to do this with certain other things that might be a similar sort of way, where your brain has calculated that's a similar thing, so therefore you treat it a similar way. Nope. And yes, like, absolutely, you are correct where the subconscious will recognize things your conscious doesn't. It may subdivide into categories correctly, but now you're making the incorrect decision about that. It's a speed limit. Somebody sat here and analyzed that road over and over and over. They know exactly the speed you should be going for the traffic level it has. They watch that shit, they analyze it, and not only that, the turns, the traffic, the stops, everything. They analyze that. They know the speed that's safe for that spot. Trust me, there's plenty of people in the government specifically for this. That's what your tax dollars do. So, when you constantly treat it like it's not even a like it's not even a limit, it's a minimum, you do this with everything. And you don't understand the government, and this is what you do. You think it's useless, yet it does all those things that you overlook and you take for granted. Get it now? You get where I'm coming from now? And meanwhile, people are being attacked. Right. It was pretty bad when the Democratic or independent senators have to tell Donald to fuck off. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Yeah, Donald Trump is causing the Civil War. Nobody else is. It's Donald Trump. It's Donald Trump. He's doing it. Alright, well, thanks for watching.